So, do you have Venu Gita by Gurudev? Bring it. So devotee saying, I have a question. We do seva, we do many offensive while doing seva, aparadh. Then the service that we do at home. Sometimes we're not doing proper time, sometimes not offering at proper times. In once a day we offer bhog one time, but it should be more times. So what to do? Devotee is asking Srila Gurudev. Gurudev is saying, stop the offensive. You have to give up the offensive. Offenses. If you want to do bhakti, you have to be free from aparadhs. You don't have to commit aparadh. Concession will work for how long? You have to give up aparadh and then do bhakti. When Thakurji, when the Vigra Pratishtha is done, like the deity is installed, then you have to serve the deities properly. That's why it is said, don't do deity installation at your house. Because if you don't serve properly, it's not okay. Because if you disobey someone, like if you, for example, if you invite someone, then taking their care, it's a common sense, like it is your responsibility to take care of them. If you invite someone to your house, if you don't respect them properly, they won't be happy with you. If you don't invite them, okay, they are coming themselves, then whatever you do is okay. But if you invite someone that come to my house, take prasad, stay at my house. If you invite someone, you have to properly take care of them, because you invited them. True or not? And if you don't take care properly, then they will become not happy. They will not be happy. The example is coming. Saying I'm tired of speaking English. Everybody here also understands Hindi. So the kind of absorption in sweetness that I get in influence that we get in Hindi is not possible in English. So so there was one jackal. Jackal is like very smart and like cunning. So jackal, saras, it's like a swan. Saras and bagula is different. Saras is not swan. It's like swan, but it's not swan. It's a bird, but it's not a swan. It has like a big beak. They have big beaks. So saras, it's kind of a bird, okay? It will not find an English word. Saras. Saras is the Sanskrit word. They call the saras, it's called like a saras crane. The jackal called that saras. In their mind, they had, who called? He invited, but he wanted to that I will disrespect and insult him today. He called to disrespect the crane, saras. Jackal invited. Jackal invite crane. He called this crane, and the crane came. The jackal made sweet rice. Sweet rice is different, payas is different. It's like a special kind of sweet rice. They make it very thin and put some rice, milk, cardamom and many things. It's a bit of liquid. It's different than sweet rice, but it's like sweet rice. So he gave to eat jackal gave the sweet rice to eat to crane. Gave it in a pot, beautiful bowl. They have like a big beak. So he was not able to eat properly from the big beak, from that bowl, the crane. And jackal, what did he do? They had a big tongue. They were licking the bowl. He invited them and crane came. And he did not care if the crane is eating or not. So crane thought, okay, so he is now insulting me, like disrespecting me, like he invited me. And he made very nice sweet rice also. But when he gave to eat me, he gave me in a bowl from which I cannot eat. He just ate very little. After eating, the jackal asked, friend, how did you like food here? The crane said, very nice, come again tomorrow to my house. The crane said to jackal, listen this katha, this is very nice. What did they do? The crane invited the jackal to house also. And the crane, what did it do? Made very nice different type of, like they make some, like they chop the fish and they make something to eat of fish. There's like a beaker type of utensil, like a cylindrical pot. It's very narrow neck. It's like a beaker kind of a utensil. In Bhraj you find it. It's like a plastic or a utensil that's like Surai. It's like it has a very narrow opening on the top. You can only enter. So from below it's like a pot, and it has a huge neck, which is very narrow. And they put the food inside it. The crane put the food inside it, that kind of pot, and he bought the pots. He gave one to jackal and one to himself. And then the jackal could not put his mouth inside that, through that thing. From outside, they were just licking the utensil from the outside, because he could not put his mouth inside, because it was very narrow opening. And the crane, he put inside his beak inside the utensil, and he was eating very nicely. And then the food finished. Then the crane asked, how was the food today? Crane asked the jackal, oh friend, how's the food today? The jackal said, very nice. The jackal realized that I disrespected him, I insulted him, and today he is properly teaching me sabak sikhana, like it's like a Hindi proverb, like tit for tat, like making them teach what they did wrong. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that if you insult someone, they will also come back to you. They will also insult you. This is the moral of the story. Because if you invite someone, then you have to, if you not serve them properly or not respect them properly, you don't take care, then it's considered disrespect. True or not? Because they were guests. Not give treatment properly. If you invite someone, not welcome them, not take care of them. In the same way, I'm saying this because in this context, I was coming that when you do Pran Pratishtha of Thakurji, like install the deities properly, what is the meaning of Pran Pratishtha? Meaning, they are completely like inviting them. God is in every particle, but yet, when you do Pran Pratishtha, you completely install them and invite them at one place. If you don't take care properly, they become upset. The deities become upset. If you install Thakurji, you have to take care. Otherwise, this is offense. If you see Vigraha, Galagraha, like it becomes very difficult to swallow. Galagraha means like they're swelling in the throat. At that time, it's very hard to swallow food. Because it's pain in breathing, pain in drinking water. In the same way, we are attracted when we see a deities. Like, oh, I will do serve the deities. Okay, you can serve the deities. But if you do Pran Pratishtha, if you install properly, then you have to serve it properly. Otherwise, it will be offense. This is the meaning that I'm trying to say. Have you installed the deities? That's why if you do install the deities, then you have to take full responsibility. Otherwise, you can serve as per your, like you brought Thakurji, you brought a deity to your house. It's okay, you can keep it. But if you do Pran Pratishtha, then it becomes a responsibility. Then there are offenses that count. This is what I'm trying to say. That's why the serving a deities is very, very hard. Many people come and say, oh, we want to do Pratishtha of deities. Okay, before you do Pratishtha, if you want to do it, you can do. But you have to follow the rules properly and take the responsibility of serving it properly. If you give birth to a child, then what do you have to do? You have to nourish the child or not? You have to take care of the child in the same way. When you invited God, and you have to take care of it, God properly. That's why there is the Archan Deepika. You have to do Archan properly. Otherwise, Vigraha is there, Mandir is here, but you are not doing kirtan, nothing. The deity is here, temple is here, and not doing kirtan. This is not good. So there are 5 types of bhakti there. Sadhu Sang, Nam Sankirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Matharabhas, Trimurti Shraddha Sevan. Like serving the Trimurti Shraddha Sevan. With faith, serving the deities. You would need to do it daily. Many people go Vrindavan, Girdhar Govardhan, and they bring like a shila, like a stone from go there and put in their temple. Gurudev used to say every time, the amount of stone you're bringing, donate the same amount of gold. Then you will know that what Giriraj value is. Because everyone will come and take stones, come pick in keep in their house like a normal store, and then they might throw it away, not respecting properly. That's why Gurudev used to say don't do it. If you want to serve Giriraj Govardhan properly, then you have to be careful of this. Many people bring many shaligram shilas just to show it off to other people. This is not okay. This makes offenses. This brings in offenses. They are showing to people, oh, we have 40 to 50 shaligram. You have to serve every shila daily. All the people, they become offenders because not serving properly becomes offense. Every day you have to do abhishek of shaligram every day with Ganga water, with Panchamrit, with 5 element things. You have to do the abhishek. That's why before, apart from Brahman, no one would have the right to keep a shila in their house. In the Vaishnav culture, they have given the qualification to do it, okay. But because Vaishnavas are better than Brahmans, this is the truth. This is correct. In this slok it is also coming. Vaishnavas are better than topmost than Brahmans. But if you don't serve properly, then how will it work? Tell me. This is true or not? Upavit has been given for what? You have sacred thread has been given to you for to chant Gayatri mantra.
Why are you giving to sacred thread?
Why are you given sacred thread? Sacred thread has been given so that you chant Gayatri mantra with it. And you got sacred mantra and not chanting Gayatri mantra, then it is an offense. True or not? It becomes an offense if you don't chant Gayatri mantras and you receive a sacred thread. That's why you have to do. It is given to Brahmans also, and who is on higher level than Brahmans? Vaishnavas. That's why sacred thread is given. The ceremony of giving the sacred thread. So that's why if you have sacred thread, chant Gayatri mantras. So what I was saying was that 5 limbs of 5 type of bhakti: sadhu sang, nam, sankirtan, bhagavat shravan, matravas, and trimurti shraddha seva. And then you won't be able to do 5 properly, so do 3: sadhu sang, shravan, kirtan, smaran. Or this will come in sadhu sang. Listen, shravan, listen Hari Katha. Do kirtan in sadhu sang. In association of sadhu, do these things. That's when Kali Yuga, what is best? Kirtanakya bhakti. Kirtanakya bhakti is the topmost in Kali Yuga. If you do kirtan, these 3 are followed automatically. If you do kirtan, automatically 3 limbs of bhakti are followed simultaneously. This is called Kirtanakya bhakti. It is the topmost. That's why Jiva Goswami Pal saying, if you do kirtan, all the limbs of bhakti, they are followed automatically. They're saying, oh, you do kirtan very much today, you speak Harikatha less. This kirtan is Harikatha, Harikatha is kirtan. I remember some devotees, they came to Gurudev. When Gurudev stopped Harikatha, some devotees came to Gurudev and said, Gurudev, Krishnadas give very nice kirtan today. Gurudev said, what did I do?
मैंने कीर्तन किया कि नहीं?
I did kirtan or not?
बोले गुरुदेव आप कहाँ कीर्तन
Gurudev
किए?
say, you did not do
कृष्णदास
kirtan.
कीर्तन किया।
Krishnadas did kirtan, Gurudev. You did not do
अरे हरिकथा
kirtan.
कीर्तन नहीं है।
Are
ये क्या
Harikatha
है?
is kirtan or not? What is it?
लोग सोचते हैं
People think
कोई ताल लय मान
someone is using rhythm, melodies, instruments, then it is kirtan.
हरिकथा कीर्तन नहीं।
Harikatha is not kirtan, isn't it?
सुखदेव गोस्वामी कीर्तन
Sukadeva
किया
Goswami Pad did not he do kirtan.
है? आ जाए पुष्ट स्पंदन मात्रम कीर्तन, पुष्ट स्पंदन होने से ही उसके कीर्तन का।
So this is kirtan, post spandan.
ये कीर्तन होता है और एक
One is kirtan
संकीर्तन होता है।
and one is sankirtan.
सर्वे मिलित्वा कीर्तनम इति संकीर्तनम, जैसे हम लोग एक साथ में मिलकर के जो कर रहे हैं।
Like what we are gathered here and doing together, this is called sankirtan.
अकेला जो बोलते हैं
And who are speaking alone, then it's kirtan.
आज में
If you are speaking with many and discussing many, that is sankirtan. So this is the definition.
कीर्तन करने से
So if you do kirtan,
भक्ति के समस्त अंग
all limbs of bhakti,
ये हो जाएगा, मन पूर्ण हो जाता
like they are complete. If you
है।
do,
ये कहता है नाम संकीर्तन,
okay, so that's why it's called Naam Sankirtan.
कीर्तनाख्य भक्ति।
It comes in Kirtanakya Bhakti.
लिखते हैं
That's why Jiva Goswami Pad is writing.
कलु संकीर्तन कली युग में जो है
In Kali Yuga,
कीर्तनाख्य भक्ति के सिस्टम में
Kirtanakya Bhakti is being given the topmost level.
आप जैसे आप हरि कथा बोलो,
Like if you speak Harikatha,
कीर्तन करें ना,
you kirtan.
आप बोल रहे हो ये कीर्तन हो गया।
You are speaking Harikatha, this is
आप जब
kirtan.
बोलोगे
When you speak,
आपके स्मरण करना
then it will
पड़ेगा,
directly,
क्या
you like you remember like what to speak, you'll think what to speak next, what to speak
उससे
next.
क्या होता है? स्मरण
Then
हो जाता
Smaran is happening.
है। और
And
श्रवण के और
simultaneously,
श्रवण अपने जो बोल रहे हो उसे सुन।
what you're speaking, you're listening also.
देखो
See, this is the
कीर्तन
thing.
में तीन अंग
In
अपने
Kirtan,
आप
three things happen automatically.
है, पूर्ण हो
Three
जाते
limbs of bhakti, they get complete
हैं। इसलिए
automatically.
जीव गोस्वामी पाद संदर्भ में
You
लिख रहे
speak,
हैं,
you think, and you listen also. That's why Jiva Goswami Pad is writing Kirtana. In Kali Yuga, do Kirtanam, Kirtanakya Bhakti.
कीर्तनाख्य है। ये कीर्तनाख्य भक्ति के द्वारा है,
By Kirtanakya Bhakti,
चैतन्य चरितामृत
that's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is coming.
है, भक्ति सर्व अंग पूर्ण है।
In Nam Sankirtan, all the limbs of bhakti are complete.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ठीक हो गया है? क्या बोला? अच्छा वेणु गीत लिया।
So bring the Venu Gita. I want to express something from Venu Gita today.
वेणु गीत किताब है आपके पास?
Do you have this Venu Gita book with you?
है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
I like this book very much.
बहुत वाला छोटा वेणु गीत एक वो है ना,
There is one small edition of the book also.
है आपके पास?
Can you bring? Do you have it?
नहीं हिंदी वाला तो बोला था, इंग्लिश वाला। ये गुरुदेव की हैंड राइटिंग है।
Is this Gurudeva's handwriting? Like Gurudev gave a blessing in the book on the front page. So Gurudev is asking, is this Gurudev's handwriting?
गुरुदेव के सिग्नेचर, गुरुदेव इतना बड़ा लिखते हैं।
Is this Gurudev's signature? Gurudev is asking.
केवल इसके देख कर मुझे थोड़ा इसमें डेट लगा नहीं।
There is no date here also.
है? हिंदी वाला नहीं है।
Do you have the Hindi edition of Venu Gita?
अच्छा ना हमारे जो मैं बता रहा हूँ वो हिंदी श्रीमद गुरुदेव का जो था वो क्या बोले भागवतीय Venu Gita.
So it was Venu Gita by Param Guru, like Gurudev.
नहीं वो तो है मुझे सारे पता है हिंदी वाला मुझे चाहिए
I am looking for the Hindi one.
तो आप नहीं समझ नहीं पाए छोटा जो था गुरुदेव का जो
There was a small edition of that Venu Gita book in Hindi.
इंग्लिश होता है ये इंग्लिश है हिंदी डिफरेंट है वो जो है वो अच्छा है उसमें सरस है ना बहुत अच्छा है
It's very nice.
ये तो
Venu Gita.
रासमय शिक्षा है
So I'm looking for another book. This is a Ras Panchadai.
इसमें नहीं है। और
Bring another book.
फिर अब अच्छा चलो
Okay, anyways.
हैं हैं मुझे पता है तो हिंदी में जो है वो सरस होता है ना आप हिंदी पढ़ते हो नहीं
Do you study Hindi? Do you read Hindi?
पढ़ते हो ये पहले ही किया था फिर ये इसको ठीक नहीं लगा फिर इसलिए ये किया था हाँ?
So Gurudev is talking something about the book. Like they changed the cover page, I think. And Gurudev is going through the pages of the book.
कौन सा हिंदी वाला ये तो गोपी गीता
This is Gopi Gita.
गोपी गीता चलो ये वेणु गीत के थोड़ा
So,
इंट्रोडक्शन
I'll tell you a bit of introduction about Venu Gita.
वेणु कहाँ से उत्पन्न हुई
The word Venu, where is it coming from?
लक्ष्मी देवी
Laksmi Devi,
बहुत कठोर तपस्या की
she performed hard austerities.
लक्ष्मी एंड सरस्वती
Lakshmi and Sarasvati,
दोनों बहन माना जाता है
they are both sisters. Both sisters.
विभिन्न पुराण में वाक़ा
In different Puranas, it has been explained in different scriptures.
एक समय की बात
So
है
once upon a time,
लक्ष्मी देवी के स्वयं भगवान ने
Lakshmi
अपने
Devi,
वक्षस्थल में
like
स्वर्ण रेखा के रूप में उनको
God, he accepted Lakshmi Devi as like a golden line on his chest.
लक्ष्मी देवी
Lakshmi Devi,
कहाँ पर लिया
where?
अपने वक्षस्थल
On his
में
chest in form of a
स्वर्ण रेखा के
golden
रूप में
line.
लक्ष्मी जी स्थापन किया जैसे कथा
Lakshmi Devi was installed there. You all have heard this katha also.
जैसे बेलवन में लक्ष्मी
Like in
देवी
Bail 1,
बहुत
Lakshmi Devi
तपस्या
did hard austerities in Bail 1.
है और गोपियों के भांति
She wanted
रास
to
में प्रवेश करना
enter
चाहती
Ras
थी,
like gopis,
है, किंतु
but
संभव नहीं हुआ
it wasn't possible for her.
क्योंकि भगवान ने जो जो नियम बताया
As God explained the rules to her, she was not ready to follow those rules.
है, उनके कहा जे तुम एक ये अभिमान
You have to give up your false ego of being a Brahmani.
गोपी गर्भ में जन्म ग्रहण करो
You have to take birth
है,
as a go in a form, in a body of a gopi in Braj.
गोप के साथ विवाह हो
Then you will get married to a gopa,
और
and then
फिर परख्या भाव से फिर मुझे प्राप्त
then you will attain me in paramour mood. That's what God said to Lakshmi.
गोपियां मुझे प्राप्त
How gopis attain me, the same will be the process for you. Then you can enter the ras.
क्योंकि रास के प्रवेश करने में
Because to enter ras, there are some rules and regulations to enter the ras.
किंतु लक्ष्मी देवी
But Lakshmi Devi,
इसी राज से वो राजी नहीं,
she did not agree with this.
ब्राह्मणी अभिमान छोड़ना नहीं,
First, she did not wanted to give up the false ego of being a Brahmani, and
ब्रज में जन्म लेना भी नहीं
she did not want to take birth in Braj in
वैकुंठ के रहने वाली,
because she and this ego that she belongs to Vaikuntha. Why I go to Vaikuntha? Why I go to Braj?
गोपी गर्भ में जन्म वो भी लेना नहीं चाहती,
Then she did not want to take birth from the womb of Gopi.
गोप के साथ विवाह भी करना नहीं,
She does not want to get married to Gopa
निष्ठा वो रख रही है,
because she has faith in her husband Narayan.
और
Then
बोले भगवान ने भी बोला
God said
ये तुम्हें
that you
दूसरे गोपों के साथ विवाह, इसके बाद
need to marry Gopas and then you will have the
पर क्या भाव
paramour mood towards me,
तुम्हें समंदर रखना पड़ेगा,
and this is how it will work. Lakshmi Devi did not agree to all this.
संभव नहीं है, मेरे लिए संभव नहीं है।
She said it's not possible for her.
लक्ष्मी राज में प्रवेश करना कैसे चाहती थी?
How Lakshmi wanted to enter Ras?
वो गोपी देह में,
She wanted to enter
गोपी देह में, वो लक्ष्मी
in her form of
देह में,
Lakshmi. In body of Lakshmi, she wanted to enter Ras.
इसलिए भगवान उनको
That's why God
संभव नहीं है।
said it's not possible.
तो तथापि वो
But yet
तपस्या करनी,
she did hard austerities,
जिद्दी होती है ना, जिद्दी समझ
like stubborn.
stubborn है, stubbornness, इतना stubbornness है,
There's so much stubbornness.
है, आप गोपियों के भांति मुझे रास में प्रवेश,
Lakshmi said, you please let me enter as I am in the Ras.
हाँ समझिए, इतने stubbornness,
She's very stubborn.
जिद्दी जिसको कहा जाता है, बोले मुझे चाहिए,
Like, I want this. Like stubborn people are like this. Oh, I want in any situation.
रास में
I want to
प्रवेश करना।
enter the Ras.
कृष्ण बोले देखो नियम के
Krishna said, you cannot break the rules.
तो उनके इस प्रकार
Like this,
stubbornness दे करके और कठोर,
Krishna saw her stubbornness and seeing her hard austerities. God said, okay,
है गोपी शरीर के केवल लक्ष्मी शरीर के द्वारा
in body of Lakshmi, you cannot enter Ras.
इसलिए एक काम करो, मेरे
Do one thing. You
आप स्वर्ण रेखा के रूप में ही
come and exist in the form of a golden line on my chest. That's why God,
लक्ष्मी देवी
He accepted Lakshmi on His chest in form of a golden line.
स्वर्ण रेखा के रूप में स्वीकार किया। भगवान जो होते हैं ना, उनके
God is like this.
भगवान की
In God, you can see on your chest of God,
लक्ष्मी देवी जो है स्वर्ण रेखा के रूप
Lakshmi Devi is residing there in form of a golden line. Swarna Rekha means golden line.
में भगवान कहा देते हैं।
We say, oh, God is this, God is this. No, this is the signatures on the body of God, like symbols.
चिन्ह आ गया।
Bhrgu Charan, like the feet of Bhrgu rishis, are imprinted on the chest,
रोमावली के रूप में विराजमान है।
and it's there on the chest
इसलिए कहते हैं,
of
जीव कभी
Dakshin
भगवान नहीं
Ramavali.
बन
So, Jeev cannot become God.
सकते। जो भगवान होंगे,
A God, the God, there are the symbols. On the chest, there will be two signs, two symbols. One is
स्वर्ण रेखा
golden line,
लक्ष्मी स्वर्ण के
which
रूप में
is of
लक्ष्मी
Lakshmi
देवी
Devi,
विराजमान हुई। और दूसरी
and second,
भृगु चरण लांछित चिन्ह,
Bhrgu Charan Lanchit Chin, like the
चरण लांछित समझते हो?
Bhrgu Charan, like Bhrgu Rishi's footprints,
Footprints of भृगु ऋषि।
the footprints of Bhrgu Rishi.
इस कथा भी हम लोग श्रवण
This
करा,
katha also we speak
भागवत में भी वर्णन
in Bhagavad this coming.
सारे देवता लोग जो है,
Once upon a time, all the demigods,
एक समय देवता,
no,
एक समय सारे ऋषि
once
लोग
all
जो
the
है,
rishis, once upon a time, all the rishis, they were thinking,
देवता भगवान कौन है?
who is God?
विशेष करके
Especially
देव समाज में जो है,
among
तीन
all the
देवता के
demigods, they consider the three demigods on topmost, Brahma, Vishnu,
शिव,
and Shiva.
त्रिदेवता,
Three Devta.
श्रेष्ठ कौन है?
Who is the best among these three?
किसको भगवान माना
who is God among them, like who is the God. So rishis were thinking like this. In the meantime, Bhrgu Rishi, he appeared, and Bhrgu Rishi said, I will establish who is God. Wait for 2 minutes, I am going and coming. Then Bhrgu Rishi, he went to Brahmaji in Satyalok, and he offered, did not give pranam to Brahma, and he just stood in front of Brahma. Brahmaji became angry. He said, you foolish person, I am the creator, and you did not respect me. You did not greet me when you are coming. Then Bhrgu Rishi, he was thinking, oh no, they say he is not God, because he have ego in him. Ego comes from where? With the Rajagun of Maya, the ego comes. Like they have the ego of that I am the doer. With ego, like I am the doer. That I am the creator. So by this, Bhrgu Rishi said, he has like ego. He is not God. Which quality it is coming from? Rajagun. Like you have Rajagun in there. So Brahmaji henceforth is not God. Then he went to Lord Shiva. Then Bhrgu Rishi went to Shiva and he stood in front of him. Namely, and did not give any pranam, did not greet him, not say anything. Then Shivji became angry also and said, you foolish person, you are coming to me and you are not giving pranams to me, not giving me respect. You don't know how to respect your elders. Then Shivji also picked up his trident and he tried to kill him. And Bhrgu Rishi said, he is also not God. Why? Because he has anger. This anger is the cause of destruction. And anger comes from where? From the tamogun of Maya. Then Bhrgu Rishi concluded Brahma is not God and Shiva is also not God. Bhrgu Rishi concluded this. Then he went from the place of Shiva to Bhrgu Rishi went to Vaikuntha. At that time, what Vishnu with Lakshmi, he was there. And Laksmi Devi was giving feet massage to the god, serving the feet of God, Lakshmi. And then Bhrgu Rishi, he did not knock, he did not do anything. He suddenly opened the door and he entered inside. He went inside and put the feet on the chest of God. And he put the feet on the chest of God. Even till now, no one has done this. See, then God, he woke up. He said, oh, who came suddenly and put the chest on my feet? He saw Bhrgu Rishi was there. And that time God, he said, Bhrgu, my chest is like a stone, very hard stone, but your feet are so soft and beautiful. Your feet must be hurt. So God want to serve his feet. See, Bhrgu Rishi heard this and he concluded that Vishnu is God. Vishnu is God. Why? Because he is beyond the three qualities, beyond the qualities of Maya. Sri Hari He's beyond the three qualities of Maya. It's called Gunatit.
Guna Atita Guna. He's a very nirguna sakshat Purusha Prakriti.
So to remember this Lila, God, he accepted the footprint of chest, footprint of Bhrgu Rishi on his chest. Dakhin Ramavali, like on the south side of the chest, there are hairs. So on that side of the chest, that area of chest, there are the footprints of Bhrgu Rishi. Romavali means like the small hairs on the body. The God will have two things. In Jivas it is not possible to have. That's why. So what I was explaining was about Laksmi Devi was accepted by God in form of golden line on his chest. Then Saraswati got this news. This is coming in Puranas. Saraswati also did hard austerities. God became happy and said, Saraswati asked for a benediction. He said, Prabhu, you accepted Lakshmi on your chest in form of a golden line. Now please you accept me also. God said, look, I will accept you as my flute. Different stories in Puranas. This is Gayatri mantra. This is Saraswati. So Shuddha Saraswati. Who is Saraswati? Beloved of Krishna, Srimati Radhika. Her part and parcel is the presiding deities of knowledge, education is Saraswati in this world. One is transcendental knowledge, one is material knowledge. The presiding deities of knowledge in this world is Saraswati. The presiding deities of knowledge, Saraswati Devi. In this world, she gives material knowledge. Shuddha Saraswati Krishna Priya. The main Saraswati, the source of Saraswati is Srimati Radhika. And the part and parcel of Srimati Radhika is like the Saraswati. Understand my point? So the presiding deities of knowledge, Saraswati, is appearing in this world like Vena Pani, like one who is holding Venu. Veena, one who is holding Veena. Veena is like an Indian classical music instrument. One who is holding that is Saraswati. So they're like Saraswati Stotra mantras used to study in school. There is one more. Bhag Devi Saraswati, like the goddess of instruments. Like who is actually the pure Saraswati, the root of Saraswati, like source Saraswati is like the Srimati Radhika. So Srimati Radhika is also called Gandharvika. Gandharvika, who is an expert in all kinds of dance, music, instruments, performing. Who is an expert in this is called Gandharvika. It's called Surjik. Surjik means one who is expert in dance, music, and
दक्ष
playing.
होता है, who is expert in the three
Who's expert in the three
knowledge,
arts, knowledge of these things.
in
Playing,
different kinds of
playing in
instruments,
different kinds of instruments,
or very expert to sing,
expert to sing,
all kinds of rhythm,
all kinds
and
of rhythm,
is very
and very nice
expert
dancer
to
also.
dancing. तो इसके ये तीनों के एक साथ होने पर उसके तोजिक कहा जाता है. क्या बोला? तोजिक. ये जो
It is
है,
called Surjik.
इसलिए श्रीमती
That's why Srimati Radhika is the main one.
इसलिए हम लोग हर रोज क्या जय देते हैं?
So we say Jai daily. She Guru Gaura Gandharvika. Who is Gandharvika here? Srimati Radhika.
उनकी सामान्य रूप में प्रतिफली होकर
A part and parcel of her is manifesting in heaven and the place of Gandharvas. In lower dimensions, it is manifesting in form of that. From her, it is manifesting.
चलो उसी गंधर्व लोक की जो अधिष्ठात्री देवी
The presiding deities of that is Saraswati in those worlds.
तो मूल सरस्वती कौन है?
But the main Saraswati, who is main Saraswati, the beloved of Krishna, Srimati Radhika.
उनकी विकृत प्रतिफलन के रूप में जो गंधर्व लोक माना जाता है.
There's a Gandharva lok.
लोक के पास ही गंधर्व
In heaven, there's a place near heaven, Gandharva lok, where Gandharvas they stay, who are expert in dance, music, and playing instruments.
और उसी के अधिष्ठात्री देवता
And presiding deities of that is Saraswati, the demigoddess of instruments.
तो एक बागदेवी व सरस्वती जो है,
This Saraswati,
उसे यही सरस्वती देवी जो है,
this Saraswati Devi,
उन्होंने कठोर तपस्या आदि करने लगी.
she did hard austerities.
तो कठोर तपस्या करने के बाद भगवान के पास
Then God said,
ये लक्ष्मी देवी को तो आपने
she said to God, you accepted Lakshmi as a golden line on your chest. Give her a place. You please accept me also. Then God said,
आपको मैं
okay, I will accept you as my flute.
एक्चुअल ये वेणु और कोई नहीं, वही
This flute is
सरस्वती जो है,
Saraswati.
वेणु के रूप में ही
Saraswati appeared in form of flute.
और एक्चुअल वो वेणु है और कोई नहीं है, वो स्वयं राधा जी ही
So it's like Srimati Radhika took a manifestation in form of a flute.
ये पुराण
This is Katha coming in Puran.
स्वयं राधा जी ही
The Srimati Radhika
है, वेणु के रूप में प्रकट है.
in form of
किंतु
a
राधा
flute
जी
she
की तात्पर्य
manifested.
क्या है? सर्ववांछा पूर्ति करे आराधने.
Sarva vancha purti kare aradhane.
राधा
Like one who
नाम
pleases
किसे कहा?
Krishna in all ways, many ways. That is the meaning of the name of the word meaning Radha.
ये कृष्ण के
Meaning of the word
प्रकार की
Radha.
इच्छा के जो है,
Radha, whenever is coming, she pleases Krishna in many, many ways. Whatever Krishna desires, she fulfills the desire of Krishna.
वेणु के रूप में देखो,
She in desire in form of flute, Srimati Radhika is serving Krishna.
वेणु के रूप में आई राधा जी.
She appeared in form of Venu, the flute.
लक्ष्मी के रूप में
In form of Lakshmi,
वैकुंठ में विराजमान.
she appeared in Vaikuntha.
विशेष करके राधा जी के त्रिविध प्रकाश.
There are three main appearances of Srimati Radhika. In Braj, she is in form of the gopis. In Dwarka, she is in form of the wives of Krishna.
और
And the third one in Vaikuntha, she is in form of Lakshmi. She appears like this. And
कृष्ण की सेवा के लिए स्वयं राधा जी है.
to serve Krishna, Srimati Radhika, she also manifested in form of a flute. What is this flute? Who is this flute? It is Srimati Radhika.
वेणु गीत में कथा प्रसंग
In Venu Gita, it is coming.
तो गोपियां
The gopis, humbly, they are saying,
ये वेणु तुम्हारे सौभाग्य को कैसे उत्पन्न हुई? तुम सदा
you are so
सर्वदा
fortunate,
हमारे
you
प्राण
flute.
का
You are always drinking the nectar from the lips of our beloved.
तो वेणु उत्तर देते
The
हैं,
flute said,
देखो मेरा जन्म के इतिहास.
look, hear about my birth, hear about my history.
वेणु कहते हैं,
And the flute says,
ये मेरा जन्म जो है,
I took
वृंदावन
birth
में यमुना के तट पर
on the
हुआ.
banks of river Yamuna.
किसके रूप में?
In which
बांस के
form?
रूप
In form of a bamboo.
में. और मेरे सौभाग्य को होता बांस के रूप में.
And
किंतु
I was
तुम्हारी
bamboo,
यानी
but
गोपियों की चरण धूलि और चरण रज के द्वारा ही मैं पुष्ट हूँ।
I got my nourishment from the dust of lotus feet of gopis. Do you understand?
वेणु कह रहे हैं
The flute is saying,
पुष्ट कहाँ से हुई? पुष्ट समझ
I nourished from where? I got nourishment from the dust of lotus feet of gopis.
गोपियों के चरण रेणु और गोपियों के चरण धुत जल मैंने पान किया।
I drank the water that washed the feet of gopis. Because when the gopis took bath in Yamuna,
हाँ पर जमुना में और उसमें गोपियों की चरण रज चरण धूलि वो बांस जो है
and the bamboo through its roots, it absorbed that water.
रूट के द्वारा जड़ के द्वारा
Through the roots, it absorbed the water.
तो गोपियां वेणु भी कह रही है।
The flute is saying, see how I took birth and how I received my beautiful nourishment from the feet of gopis. So what is the meaning? The dust of lotus feet of gopis and the water that has washed the feet of gopis, by that the flute got nourished.
एक तो कहा स्वयं भगवान ने वो सरस्वती को
God said to Saraswati, I'll accept you as my flute. As per Krishna's desire, the flute plays itself. That flute is Srimati Radhika, Gandharvika. As soon as Krishna desired that today I will play flute on this scale and this melody, there are different scales and methods to play flute, different scales and melodic structures. The flute plays itself. Actually, Krishna is not playing. In Tattva Vichar, if you see, Krishna is not playing it. When Krishna desires, as soon as the flute starts playing itself when Krishna desires. From outside you see Krishna is playing. But in reality, whatever Krishna desires, depending on the desire, the flute, it plays itself. Because in transcendental things, all the objects are transcendental world, all the objects are transcendental. Just the desire of Krishna needs to be there. That today I will play in this scale and this melody. I want to play this. There are 6 different types of scales and pitches. And then the flute plays itself. Why? Because it is Srimati Radhika. As soon as the desire of Krishna manifests, the flute plays itself. You can read this Puran. What's the name of the Puran? There's very beautiful explanation about this. Before I used to study many Purans all night. And second there was Maharaj, Janardhan Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada's disciple. He used to come in a temple, Mathura temple, at the time of Bhrgu Muni Parikrama. Bhakti Jivan Janardhan Goswami Maharaj. Have you seen him? At the time of Bhrgu Muni Parikrama, he used to come. He used to come one and a half month before, and we all used to sit with him. Every day he used to express the Katha of Puran. He remembered so many Katha of Purans. So many. The Katha of Purans. So I'm saying this because the Venu, about Venu it is written, how did the flute was created, how does the flute play. There's like a Venu, Bansi, Murli. There's difference. What is Murli, what is Bansi, what is Venu? There's like different type, sizes, different variations of a flute. There's difference in size, there's difference in the holes, there's difference in the circumference of the holes. The different sound it produces, like the timbre of the sound is different. So the Katha of Venu Gita is coming. The word Murli is also there. So Murli is like a more high pitch in sound. So Murli, Venu, Bansi.
ये समस्त भी दिखाई.
So all this is coming.
श्रीमद् भागवत में सुखदेव गोस्वामी
In Srimad Bhagavat, Sukadeva Gosvami Pad,
वेणुगीत जो वर्णन किया 21 अध्याय में जाता.
he started to explain about Venu Gita in around chapter 21.
श्रीमद् भागवतम
In Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, from chapter 1 to
20 अध्याय तक
chapter 20,
सुखदेव
गोस्वामी पाद,
के बारे में अधिक कुछ नहीं
he
बोला.
did not express a lot about the gopis.
किंतु देखो 21 अध्याय में
But
आने
in
के साथ
chapter 21,
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
Sukadeva Goswami Pad,
ब्रज की
he
गोपियों की बारे में
expressed a bit about the
बोलना शुरू.
gopis of Vraj.
पहले तो बोलना चाहते
He
थे,
wanted to speak before also, but
उन्होंने वो नहीं बोला.
he did not do it.
इसलिए वेणुगीत
That's
के
why
प्रथम श्लोक में कह रहे हैं कि
The first shloka of Venu Gita is coming.
स्वच्छ जलम पद्माकरम सुगंधिना. बहुत सुंदर है. सुकोवाच, श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Sukovacha, Sukadeva Goswami Pad speaking.
सरद स्वच्छ जलम पद्माकरम सुगंधिना नया विशद वायुना बातम सह गोप गोपाल अच्युतः. सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Sukadeva Goswami Pad,
देखो परीक्षित महाराज के निकट
in front of Parikshit Maharaj,
ऋतु के भी वर्णन
he expressed about 6 seasons:
ग्रीष्म वर्षा शरद हेमंत शीत
autumn, spring, winter, summer, monsoon, and
गोलोक वृंदावन में ये
sorry, 6 seasons. So in Golok Vrindavan, these 6 seasons are always manifested in Golok Vrindavan for the service of God, because they are in the guidance shelter of God. To serve God, the 6 seasons, they manifest there to serve God.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी परीक्षित महाराज के निकट जब
When Sukadeva Goswami Pad,
वर्णन करने लगे,
when he expressed about the katha,
सारे ऋतुओं की कथा वर्णन करते
about all the seasons, so it's like spring, summer, monsoon, autumn, pre-winter and winter.
गर्मी के समय
Like the summer season, he expressed about summer season, then he expressed about the monsoon,
इसके पश्चात आ रहे हैं
then it's coming autumn.
इस शरद ऋतु के जब वर्णन
When in the autumn season, Sukadeva Goswami Pad, he could not control himself. He just kind of fainted.
जलम पद्माकरम सुगंधिना न विशत वायुना बातम सह गोप गोपालक अच्युत. भगवान अच्युत कृष्ण
God Krishna,
इस प्रकार
how
वन विहार यानी गोचारण के लिए
for cow herding in the forest, he is
प्रवेश कर रहे हैं.
entering the forest. Where? In Vrindavan.
फिर कह रहे हैं,
That's why it is
शरद
coming.
आने के साथ ही
When the autumn season comes,
चित्त निर्मल हो जाता है.
the heart,
बरसात
the
में गर्मी के समय
mood feels very, very calm and cool. In the summer season, it's very, very hot.
किंतु देखो बरसात
But
काल आने के साथ
when the
ही
monsoon comes,
वो गर्माई क्या हो जाता है,
that heat
दूर हो जाता है
is like turned down. It becomes less.
और धीरे धीरे.
And slowly and slowly, it's gone. The heat is gone.
और दूसरी बात बरसात काल में क्या होता है,
and the
नदी नाला जितने भी है
Monsoon,
सब जल तो भर जाता है.
all the rivers, they flow with
तो
water.
बरसात के जल से वो नदी नाला
But with the rainwater,
मैला हो जाता है.
the water in the rivers and the lakes is
जब
dirty.
बरसात होती है ना, नदी नाला पोखर आदि सरोवर
The
के जल
pond, lakes,
है,
river water, at the time of rain, it becomes a bit brown in color.
मिट्टी आ जाता है.
Because the mud is there, it becomes a bit dirty. But
शरद काल आने
the
के
next
साथ
season,
ही
in the
साथ
autumn season, when it comes,
और क्या होता है, सारे मैला
what
नीचे
happens?
चला जाता है.
All the dirt
और स्वच्छ
settles
जल
down
ऊपर आ
and the
जाता
pure
है.
water comes up.
है. और इसमें एक रहस्य भी हो
And here is
जाता है.
also
रहस्य
secret
भी
here.
छिपा हुआ है.
Secret that's
मिट्टी नीचे
hidden.
चले जाने के साथ
When
ही
mud
साथ
goes
जब
down,
जल के पानी के नीचे मिट्टी
when
चले
it settles down on the ground,
जाती है, उससे कमल जो है
the lotus
विकसित हो जाता
grows from there. It is also a reason.
है. आ जाए. और आकर के वह सरोवर के पंड को क्या करते हैं,
And the lotus grows
सुशोभित कर देते हैं.
and it makes the pond very, very beautiful.
इसलिए कह रहे इत्तम शरदम.
Ittam Sharadam.
जलम पद्माकरम सुगंधिना है। वह सरोवर आदि वृंदावन के जितने सरोवर आदि जो है,
All the Sarovar in Vrindavan,
कमलों के प्रस्फुटित कमलों के द्वारा
with beautiful blooming
वो
lotuses,
सुगंधित हो
it
जाता है।
is having the fragrance of beautiful lotuses, and the wind is spreading the fragrance.
पद्माकरम सुगंधिना है।
The wind is spreading the fragrance of lotuses. When the lotus grows, when it blooms,
और उसके सुगंध के
the
द्वारा
beautiful fragrance of lotus is moving all around through the medium of wind.
और इस मानो इसके द्वारा
And by
कमल
this
क्या करते हैं
lotus,
ना, भ्रमर के जो है
it
आमंत्रित
invites the Brahmar, the black bee.
भ्रमर को क्या करते हैं?
It invites that.
आमंत्रित करते हैं, आमंत्रण करते हैं, उनको बुलाते हैं
And invites
और
them.
भ्रमर आकर के
And the
उस
Brahmar
कमल के
comes
सुगंध के जो है मकरंद के जो है आस्वादन
and it drinks the nectar of the fragrance of the lotus. So by this example, Sukadeva Goswami Pad wants to say
ये अभी तो गोपियों के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोला गया।
now he did not, for now, until now he did not speak anything about gopis, but in this chapter Sukadeva Goswami Pad, he is like craving to speak about gopis. He wants to speak about gopis, so that's why in indirect way, indirectly,
गोपियों के बारे में बोलना
he started to speak about the gopis, meaning
जो गोपियां
the gopis,
की मिलन के लिए इतने उत्कंठित हो रहे,
those who are hankering to meet Krishna,
अर्थात गोपियों की
meaning
वैसंधि के पश्चात जब नवयौवन में गोपियां प्रवेश करती,
when the gopis entered in their youthful age,
गोपियों की सुंदर
after childhood age, the beauty and the youthfulness of the gopis are so beautiful.
ब्रह्मरूपी कृष्ण
So Krishna, to see that youthful form,
विराजमान हो रहे हैं,
Krishna is coming. He is like the black bee.
उपमा अलंकार के द्वारा
And with indirectly, Sukadeva Goswami Pad said this. So all the kathas in Srimad Bhagavatam, they are all spoken indirectly. Parokshvat, like indirectly. If you speak something directly, then the sweetness is not there. A thing that is communicated indirectly, the more and more sweetness is there. If I don't take your name and I start to describe the color of your dress, then all the people will look at you or not. If I say, okay, a person with a yellow dress is sitting here, so everyone will start look at you like, who is wearing this kind of dress? Everyone will search around and look. If I take your name directly, others will not be attracted. They won't have so much curiousness to know who is it. In the same way, Sukadeva Goswami Pad, he spoke about the gopis indirectly. He did not took the name of the gopis in confidential, like secretive way. And indirectly he tried to communicate the mood of gopis. So it's like Krishna is like a black bee and he's coming to taste the nectar of the youthfulness of the gopis. So when Krishna is going with his friends for cow herding, at that time the form of Krishna is so beautiful. So this is being expressed. And second is, this is for Siddha. For a sadhak, what is that? What will sadhak understand? For sadhak, a conditioned soul's heart is filled with anger, lust, and viciousness. It's filled with it. But if you follow bhakti simultaneously, this anger, lust, slowly and slowly they start decreasing. Like at the time of rain,
घाटी हो जाता है, मैला हो
The
जाता
water is dirty.
है, किंतु शरतकाल आने
But
के
when
साथ
autumn
ही साथ
comes,
जल की ऊपरी भाग
the top surface of the water, it becomes so
ठीक
pure
उसी
and
प्रकार
clean. In the
साधक
same way, sadhak,
भक्ति अनुशीलन करने के
when he
साथ
follows
ही
bhakti,
साथ उनके चित्त में
their
निर्मलता
heart
आ जाता है,
becomes pure slowly and slowly.
आ जाता है, काम क्रोध आदि धीरे धीरे
Anger, lust, it goes down,
कम हो जाता है,
decreases
श्रद्धा
slowly and
आदि
slowly.
से लेकर के
From
आसक्ति
Shraddha
तब साधक जब
to asakti, when it proceeds to these stages, slowly and slowly, the sadhak, anger, lust, and all these things,
वो धीरे
they
धीरे क्या हो जाता है,
go down,
कम हो जाता है, चला जाता है।
they go away.
इसके जल जैसे निर्मल हो जाता
Like
है
the pure
शरतकाल
water
आने के साथ।
in the autumn season on the top of surface.
ठीक उसी
In
प्रकार
the same way,
साधक जब भजन करते
when sadhak is doing bhajan,
हैं और धीरे धीरे साधक के हृदय
the heart of sadhak starts to purify and
और
it
उस
cleans.
निर्मल हृदय
In
में
that clean heart,
तब भगवान प्रकट
God appears.
यहाँ पर इसलिए सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
That's why Sukadeva
यही
Gosvami
कहे,
Pad is saying this.
ये इत्तम सरदम,
Ittam Sharadam.
इसमें दुख कई अर्थ होता है,
There are many meanings here.
सरदम
Sardam, Sarda,
है, ये अर्थ भी अलग अर्थ हो जाता है, सरदम
Saradam. The
एक
meaning
होता
is
है
different.
शरद
One is Sharad Kal, meaning the autumn season. One meaning is this.
और दूसरी है सर शब्द कहते हैं,
Other meaning is
सर शब्द निकालता है,
like the word the,
अर्थात गोपियों की हृदय में जो है
meaning a melody kind
मिलन
of.
की
So
जो प्रबल जो उत्कंठा,
the curiousness for the gopis to meet Krishna, like it's intolerable. It's called Purva Rag. Like the desire that they have to meet Krishna is so strong. So Sukadeva Goswami Pad in Srimad Bhagavatam in chapter 21,
ये गोपियों की
he expressed about the Purva Rag of gopis.
पूर्व राग
Purva Rag,
दो प्रकार के पूर्व
two types of Purva Rag is there.
एक मिलन के
One is before the meeting and one is after the meeting.
है, अच्छा, इसलिए यहाँ पर कहा है
That's why it is coming.
ये गोपियां इतने समय तक
Till now, gopis,
कृष्ण के साथ स्वच्छंद में मिलन किया,
they met Krishna. After so long time, gopis, they met Krishna. But
रीति के अनुसार है, उनकी गोपियों की माता पिता कहने लगे,
the
देखो,
parents of gopis, they said, you have grown up.
है, अभी यथेच्छ रूप में है, कृष्ण के साथ
Now, if you
मिलना
meet Krishna directly, it's not good.
है।
Now you're young. The
इसलिए
parents of gopis,
उन
they're
लोगों
saying
के
when the
माता
gopis,
पिता
they
ने
become young, youthful
गोपियों
form,
के साथ और कृष्ण के साथ अलग
then the
कर
parents, they separated
दिया।
Krishna and
तुम
gopis.
बालक हो, तुम बालिका हो,
You are a male boy, you're a female
तुम
girl.
लोग अलग
That's
अलग
why
रूप
you
में
stay away from each other. Keep some distance.
है, मिक्स नहीं होगा
Don't mix.
है। इंडिया की जो है
In India,
यही होता है, जब
there
प्राइमरी
is
स्कूल
like,
होता है
like
ना,
in primary
सब
school,
प्रकार के साथ समय पढ़ते हैं,
all type of students, they study there in primary school.
छोटे छोटे बच्चे सब एक साथ में रहते
They all stay together.
हैं। और जितने बड़े हो जाते हैं,
Boys and
स्कूल में
girls, they
जाते हैं,
study
फिर
together in
भी
primary school and then they grow up.
अलग हो जाते हैं। एक
They
होता है
study
boys' school
separately.
होता है,
One is
और
like a
एक
boys' school, one is like a separate girls' school.
है। हाँ, समझिए, तो मिक्स नहीं होता
They don't mix together.
है। एक होता है बॉयज स्कूल, लिखा
There's
है
like
boys' school,
boys' school and girls' school.
केवल बालिका विद्या
In girls' schools only girls study,
है,
and in boys' school
बालिका विद्या,
there's the boys study,
उसके टीचर
like
भी
school
सब
of
हो गए
girls. The teachers also are the ladies in that girls of the school of girls.
क्या? और एक होता है बॉयज
And
स्कूल
one is boys' school.
और बॉयज स्कूल में सारे
In
टीचर
boys' school, the teachers are all the males.
क्या बोले पुरुष होगा है। और एक स्कूल होता
And
है,
there's another school.
उसे कहा जाता है क्या,
It is called.
मिक्स्ड होता
It's mixed.
है, उसे क्या बोलते हैं, को एजुकेशन है, क्या बोलते
That is called co-ed. I don't know.
हैं।
So it is like they're mixed.
अच्छा, जिसे जो विशेष करके जो स्कूल होता है,
So in schools where
मल्टीपर्पज स्कूल होता है ना, है,
like a multi-purpose school.
को एजुकेशन है। चलो, किंतु अभी हम ये देख रहे हैं, ये सुखदेव गोस्वामी का यहाँ पर इस श्लोक में करे,
So in this shlok, Sukadeva Goswami Pad is
अभी
saying
गोपियों के क्या कर दिया,
that for now gopis,
अलग कर दिया,
were separated from Krishna. But the eternal relationship that Krishna and gopis have, they were not able to tolerate the separation from Krishna. They met with gopis. Krishna and gopis met, but they met before, but when the parents said, now you are young, you have grown up, now you stay away from each other. The gopis could not tolerate the separation from Krishna. Here, the Purvarag of gopis is being expressed like after meeting and before meeting. The Purvarag of gopis. In the art of theatre arts, the before meeting of hero and heroine, the attraction that they have towards each other, the curiousness that they have to meet each other, it is called Purvarag. But in transcendental world, the meeting of gopis and Krishna, the relationship is eternal between the gopis and Krishna. So that's why there is a Purvarag after meeting also. And it is before meeting also, because it is in transcendental world. The gopis katha is not material. In Srimad Bhagavatam, all the katha expressed here, it is all from transcendental world. Sukadeva Gosvami Pad, he expressed the kathas of transcendental worlds. This is not about this material world. This is not considering material things. This is not material literature. This is transcendental poem, like a transcendental poem. One is like a poem and one is like a big poem. So I will not explain the word. So like a literature, so like transcendental literature. In Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever is spoken, it is transcendental literature. So it's not transcendental poem, it's transcendental literature. So like transcendental literature. Sahitya means sahit. Iti sahitya. Sahitya means like when the moods are same, it's sahitya. From that word, sahitya word is coming. Sahitya. So whatever moods expressed here in Srimad Bhagavatam, they are transcendental. And that's how they are being expressed. So it's like a transcendental literature or transcendental poem. In transcendental literature, we should not apply our material minds in it. But yet, if you study this, we think like material things are coming. If you study this katha, material conceptions are coming. But there are no any material conceptions here, because this is transcendental. That's why Sukadeva Goswami Pad in Srimad Bhagavatam, he is expressed transcendental literature. That's why it is coming. In the first shloka it is coming. But how gopis, they are so much curious to meet Krishna. They are in pain to meet Krishna. The time is almost up. Take prasad and go somewhere. So I will read this shloka and end today's Harikatha. Krishna, how is he doing cow herding? For cow herding, Krishna, he entered the forest in Vrindavan. In the like poetic language, it was expressed by Sukadeva Goswami Pad. Beautiful Vrindavan with beautiful flowers, it is decorated with it. Because wherever God, who
विराजमान
is full of all
और
opulences,
प्रकृति देवी
is
उनकी
there,
सेवा के
and the
लिए ही तो
nature serves
अपने
God,
को
and
न्यौछावर
nature
करते
it decorates itself
हैं।
to serve God.
देखो कृष्ण लीला हेरी प्रकृति सुंदरी विस्तारिचे स्वभावने।
Like naturally, the nature decorates itself to serve Krishna. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, so Prakriti Devi, like the mother nature, to serve Krishna, it decorates Vrindavan automatically. It's not ordinary thing.
अनंत करोड़ विश्व ब्रह्मांड के जितने भी ऐश्वर्य है,
All the opulences of billions of universes,
एक धूलि कणा भी है उसके बराबर नहीं होगा।
it's not even equal to the one dust particle of Vrindavan. If you take billions and billions, infinite universe, all the Vaikuntha you take from all the universe. If you take one like billions and trillions of Vaikuntha, if you calculate their opulence and put it on a place, on a weighing machine, and if you put one dust particle of Vrindavan, then it's not equal. Not equal. The dust particle of Vrindavan, it's so much opulence is there in the dust particle of Vrindavan. You cannot even imagine. The dust particle of Vrindavan is so much opulence, we cannot even imagine. It is beyond our imagination. You tell me. What is Vrindavan? It is transcendental abode of God. The dust particle of Vrindavan, the Brajvasis, they make houses from it.
Chintamani Pragata Satma Sukalpa Vicha Laksa Vidruviru Palantam Laksmi Sata Sasa Sambrama Sipamanu Govindam Adi Purusam Tamam Bhajan. But Braj Gopiyon ki
The Braj Gopis, the house of Brajvasis,
उस घर के जो मिट्टी के जो एक रज है,
the mud in the house, that is made house. If you take the particle of that mud, there is so much opulence is there in that one particle. Like it is even more than the opulence of many Vaikunthas. See, Vrindavan is not ordinary. But that opulence is like, it looks like it's ordinary, but it's not. No one can express the opulence of Vrindavan. That's why in Brahma Samhita it is coming.
कुसुमित वनराजी सुस्मित भृंग द्विजकुल वहाँ पर जितने भी पशु पक्षी,
all the birds, all the insects, all the insects,
वो सब सच्चिदानंदमय कहा जाता है।
all they are Sachidanandamai.
मानो एक स्वरूप में कृष्ण ही,
Meaning in that Krishna, he manifested these forms.
उनके अचिंत्य शक्ति के द्वारा,
with his inconceivable potency, Krishna himself, he manifested forms of insects. In Upanishad it is coming, I am one. I am one, but to taste the rasa, I take many forms. So these bumblebees, black bees. This is Krishna himself. Different manifestations of Krishna to increase the sweetness of rasa. He is taking these manifestations. No one is there. Everyone is absorbed in Krishna. Those who have the like Brahma, they can take darshan. Those who have the divine vision. Narad and big devotees. In Vrindavan, someone stays in form of a tree, someone stays in form of a bird. They go there to take the darshan of sweetness of the body of Govinda. It is coming in Venu Gita further to take the darshan of Krishna, the birds who are the birds in Vrindavan. They are big rishis, munis. They take form of they manifest as a bird, and they go to Vrindavan to take darshan of the beautiful Govinda. The form of Govinda is so beautiful. To take darshan of that, they take the form of bird, trees. To take the darshan of beautiful Leelas of Krishna, to hear the sound of flute of Krishna, all these saints, Narad, Narad Rishi, and these rishis, they go there in form of tree also. So it is like a Braj proverb, like in old particle of trees, there's the word Radhe Radhe. No one is sadhak there, everyone is siddha. And they have gone there to take darshan of Govinda. They exist there.
Madhupuri, Madhupati, Pravagad, Tadda, Char Anuga. Or Krishna, देखो,
so Krishna, like an ordinary cowherd boy, with his friends, how he's going for cowherding. And those trees in Vrindavan, how they are calling Govinda. Welcoming, how they are welcoming Govinda. They lay down like a bed of, like a carpet of flowers. Like we went there, we think the flowers are falling down. No. When Govinda comes, all the flowers, the leaves, they get spread across the whole Vrindavan. Why? Because they have this mood to protect the feet of Govinda from like stone on ground. So see, this is their mood. It's like I'm serving with love and intimacy. Everyone has so much intimacy and love for Krishna. Because service is of two types. One is with intimacy and one is with knowledge of relationship. When do you serve? If we don't have mamta, like love and intimacy in our heart, if there is no knowledge of relationship, then we cannot serve properly. प्रेम की जो परिभाषा है अनन्य ममता होती है और किसी में ममता नहीं लगते. The definition of prem is one-pointed intimacy, one-pointed love. Like all bird, flora, fauna, all the Vrindavan, they are all one-pointed to Krishna. Apart from Govinda, they don't think about anything else. They have so much intimacy and connection with Govinda. This is seva. Ananya mamta, like one-pointed mamta. And their heart is completely filled with mamta, like intimacy and love. Like if you dip a cloth in water, the water, in all the particle of the cloth, the water is absorbed. All the cloth, the water is absorbed. In the same way, in Braj, whatever you see, they have so much love for Krishna, it's like absorbed in each particle. So when they are serving Govinda, they're completely absorbed in Krishna. Whether it be a flower, whether it be a fruit, whether it be a tree, whether it be a branch of tree, they all are serving Govinda. Nothing else. This is the truth. Even the sand. Sand is not ordinary. The sand is also absorbed in service of Govinda. You see, like it's an ordinary sand. Like a stone, a piece of small stone, but it's not there. Like we cannot express it while existing here in material world. You cannot understand and I cannot explain also. If you not enter Vrindavan, Jiva Goswami Pada is saying, but dust particle of Vrindavan, the stones of Vrindavan, the branches of trees of Vrindavan, the animals of Vrindavan, the flora and fauna of Vrindavan,
सेवा में रहते हैं।
how they are absorbed in Krishna's service. You cannot realize this before you enter Vrindavan. So they are serving with mamta. Mamta means like deep love and affection, deep love and intimacy. When Krishna goes for cow herding, black bees, gun means like they make a sound and they keep glorifying Krishna. Like Rajadhiraj Maharaj, when a king enters the assembly, the prisoners, like some people, like they glorify the king, not the prisoners. Like the servants of king, they bring the flowers and they dress like, oh, the king is coming. Not bandi, I didn't mean prisoner, which is the one meaning, but the other meaning is like the special kind of people, those who glorify the king when the king enters. The bandigan, they are called. So these black bees, they are like this. They are like glorifying Krishna and like welcome. They are welcoming Krishna. Just try and understand what I'm saying. Like in marriage ceremony, big rich people when they get married, they spend like billions of rupees in the marriages. And they hire many people and they throw flowers on the bride and groom. They welcome it. Don't speak in middle when I'm speaking. So it causes disturbance if someone speaks in the middle. So anyways, so those people, they welcome them. So these black bees in the transcendental world, they are making the sound and they are moving around Krishna, and then they go and sit on the flower, and then they come back and they glorify Krishna with their sound, like the servants of king, like they welcome, address the king, they glorify the king. In the same way, in the transcendental world, that black bee, it glorifies Krishna. They're nothing else. They are glorifying Krishna. Like in Ramayana, if you see, when Ravan was sitting, when Ravan comes, in Ramanand Sagar, the TV series, you can see, when Ravan comes, that time, people, they glorify Ravan. When Ravan becomes so happy. Because this was the culture of the kings. And see, Govinda is like beyond, like he's the supreme personality of Godhead. So when Krishna enters Vrindavan, these black bees, who are these? They are big Gandharvas, expert. They manifest this form of a black bee, and they express the pastimes of Govinda also. They are glorifying Govinda's glories, Govinda's pastimes. Word Madhupati is coming here. When Krishna goes, how black bees, they glorify Krishna's lotus feet. And they welcome Krishna. When Krishna walks like an ordinary cowherd boy, Brahma and big demigods, they come and glorify the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna walks and big demigods, they walk behind Krishna. And they glorify the footprints of Govinda. There are beautiful signs, symbols, 19 symbols on the feet of God, Krishna. The sakhas, sometimes they see and they become scared. Like, oh, who is coming here? Because they seem like a shadow. The sakhas, they see, oh, why are these shadows roaming around us? In past times of God, if there is no problem, so devtas, the demigods, they come and they go also. They hide
जैसे हम लोग
themselves.
कहते हैं भूत आ गया,
Like we
पिशाच आ
say,
गया।
ghost is
ये तो
coming.
भूत पिशाच नहीं
But ghost, it's not ghost.
है।
If you see a shadow, it's not
वो
ghost.
देवता लोग
The demigods,
है, आकर के गोविंद की
they come.
करुण वंदना, एक गोविंद की जय,
They
करुण
are.
की स्तुति आदि करते हैं।
They come and glorify the
बोलो
lotus feet of God
वृंदावन बिहारी
like this.
लाल की जय, जय जय
Shri Radhe.
ऐसा मत है। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।